What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy NextGen 720, and I'm back with another video. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm about to get up and be out. But I was actually going to do this video yesterday, but I didn't. I'm going to do it today. Um, Sony fans. Well, not even just Sony fans. Let me ask you guys a question. What's more important, resolution and frames per second? So I said, because I only thought that maybe PC gamers cared about resolution and really frames per second. And if you really cared that much about resolution, you get it, you're playing on PC. But what's more important to you? Because last generation, we didn't. There was no talk of resolution or frames per second. I didn't think that was for console gamers. It was more about who had the better exclusives and you know, better games. Because let's be honest, last generation, 90% of the PlayStation 3 catalog was sub HD. Okay, it is what it is. But you didn't hear any Xbox fans jumping up and down, talking about, oh, our version is 720p, and it's like I said, what's more important to you? Um, there's a big myth um, in this gaming community that the Xbox One is severely anemic and it is not capable of producing games in 1080p. Now, Shattered or Mordor just came out, and right away, IG and all this just cite there was no mention on the Xbox One version was its 720p. So they came out and said, a lot of sites were running about with that the Xbox One version of Shattered or Mordor was 720p, 30 frames per second. And all you Sony fans in my Bang Bang in my Facebook group, all on Twitter, 720p and this, that, and the other. Not saying, hey, this is a good game. The game is great, or we ain't hearing about that. We ain't, too much. We heard about what resolution you thought the PlayStation 4 version was and what you thought the Xbox One version was. That's all it is. No one's enjoying this game. No one. You don't hear too many Sony fans, making videos or in the comments talking about what they can't wait to play on their PlayStation 4. But what they do is they videos about everything on the Xbox One is 720p, which is the biggest crock of shit ever. So, and then comes to find out, Shadow of War is also 1080p. But you guys were saying, it's not sites use this for propaganda. It was saying that the PlayStation 4 version was 1080p, 60 frames per second. That was the PC version. The PlayStation 3 version is 1080p, 30 frames per second, just like the Xbox One version. But at the end of the day, does it really matter though? Now, myself, well, I know I did. I made a video calling out Konami. It's not to say that I'm a hypocrite, that, saying resolution doesn't count. And it's not even about that. It's just when it's done blatantly, I feel to shun just my Xbox One owners. There's no way in hell that you can tell me that a console, a more, how should I say, a more powerful console. I'll just keep it more powerful console than a PlayStation 3. We're talking about a PlayStation 3 that came out in 2006. Extremely outdated hardware. You mean to tell me the Xbox One version is going to be the same resolution and frames per second as the PlayStation 3 version? Now, that I have a problem with. But overall, it is what it is. But I just found it funny that so many of you PlayStation fans were jumping up and down just because you thought the Xbox One version was 720p, 30 frames per second, and you thought the PlayStation 4 version was 1080p, 60 frames per second. I said, I'm not going to make any names. There's so many videos and people jumping up and down in my Facebook group, all on Twitter. And you dumb motherfuckers. They're both 1080p, 30 frames a second. But even better, if this is not let you need to cut this shit. When Call of Duty came out last year in November, or this year, last year in November, uh, and the PlayStation 4 version was 1080p and the Xbox version was 720p. And you had all these comparison videos. look at the PlayStation 4 version, IG, and all these different sites. You can tell the PlayStation 4 is more detailed because of the 1080p, the glories, and both of the motherfucking games were 720p. The PlayStation 4 version had a day one patch that bumped it up to 1080p, but again, if that didn't show you right there, like, cut this shit, let's get back to gaming. I think this generation by far is going to turn out to be the worst generation because of the fanboys and, you know, I just think it's funny as hell. Uh, like I asked you guys, what's more important to you? To me, games and features and my console. That's the most important thing. You know, that's why. And I mean, again, I'm not like you Sony extremists. I don't mind playing a great game if Nintendo had one that appealed to me, or even a PC or the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? But unlike most of you Sony extremists, even if the Xbox One had great games, you know, you would downplay it, say the game was crap, and you wouldn't play. You don't want an Xbox One, which is cool. If you only can afford one system, you only can afford one system. There's nothing wrong with that. But to sit there and deny yourself and pretend, because again, if your PlayStation 4 is so great, why are you not making videos on how great your system is and what games you can't wait to play? No, don't get me wrong. I make fun of you. I make fun of you Sony dudes because not PlayStation 4 fan, gamers. I'm talking about you weirdos. Like I had this one guy leave a comment on my video. I thought you lost everything in the fire. How did you do a gameplay of Killer Instinct? That's when you take this console war shit too far. Like, what reason I had to sit in the last I had a fire? Like what the fuck? I didn't ask anybody for anything. I didn't gain anything properly. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And again, that's when you're being too loyal to a brand. If you knew anything, the Xbox when I can record on my console. I don't need a Elgato or anything if I don't choose to. I can do all that shit from my Xbox One, edit it and upload it straight to YouTube, straight from my Xbox One. But again, if your PlayStation 4 is so great, where's these games? Why aren't you guys aren't making games and saying, how great your system is? Like I'm doing it. I'm pumping my fist saying, hey, we got this, we got that, and I'm excited. But you guys come to my video and say, you know, and I don't care about the comments. I just think it's funny. I think, yeah, thank you for the view. Thank you for the penny that you gave me. But I just think it's funny, man. Is that you guys have high standards for our consoles and very low standards for yours. You didn't see too many Sony channels talking about this price hike. You didn't see too many. You don't see too many Sony channels talking about all these remastered games that Sony is forcing down your throat. No. But you come to the Xbox once, you make Xbox videos saying, Forza, Horizon 2 is crap, Killer Instinct is crap, Halo is crap. I dare you say Halo is dog shit and you go out and play and go out and buy Killzone. Stop it. But anyway, I'm gonna ask you guys this. What's more important to you? Resolution or games? I think we can all put behind us and say that, that the PS4 is so much far ahead of the Xbox One. And it's crazy. I've been saying this shit since back then. Back. Let's go. Guys, take a chance today. Go through my channel. Look at my older videos around E3. There's no way in hell that Microsoft would give their biggest competitor that big of a. No need for. They're not hurting financially. But not to say that the Xbox One or the PS4 are some world beater consoles or anything like that because they're not. It's a console. You don't buy a console for its power. You buy consoles for its games and its features. That's what I buy it for. But I told you guys then that the Xbox One, the dev kits are not mature. They're going to continue to get better. So pretty soon this whole resolution thing is going to be a thing of the past. So come with me. Oh, let's get off this resolution. Let's get back to gaming. Listen. I'm gonna go out there to make it my business to subscribe to a lot of you Sony dudes, and I want to see what are you excited about your channel? About what the PS4 makes the PS4 better than the Xbox One. I'm asking you. I implore you to go out there and make these videos. I'm just saying. Resolution of games. Now the Xbox One, the games in 1080p also, so what's the issue? Bang bang.